What's up, beautiful people? It's your boy Judeo, and I'm back again with a new video. Today we're going to be reacting to Moscow Metro locks top 10 stations the other way. The title doesn't directly explain what the video is going to be about, but it was one of the requests I got from you, and I'm excited to check it out. Without wasting your time, let's get to it.
Probably the strangest metro station in Moscow.
It's my working place.
Unthinkable just a few years ago. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of The Other Way. I'm Luke Jones. We're here in Moscow. Moscow is the biggest city wholly in Europe, and it's known for its traffic jams.
Oh, Moscow is the biggest city in Europe. I didn't know that.
So one of the best ways to get around the city quickly is on the metro. So today, we're going to show you around what I consider to be the 10 best metro stations. That'll be for you to judge when you come and check them out for yourselves. But we're going to go through them one by one, because these are some real works of art. Now, the Moscow Metro carries 2.5 billion people a year. That's about 7 million people a day. So it's actually the busiest in Europe. It's the 4th largest in the world. The 3 largest are in China. It recently overtook the London Underground Tube Metro. We're here outside Varabiovigori Station, which is one of my favorite ones, not just because I live nearby. So let's go inside and have a look at what lies in store for us. This will be number 1. Not necessarily the best, but the first. Now, apart from being absolutely beautiful, one of the other great things about the Moscow Metro is it's actually extremely reliable. It's the world's most punctual metro station. And another thing, it's incredibly cheap. It costs less than $1 a ride, and the best way to get around is by using a Troika card. Fill it up, and off we go.
Troika card.
We're heading on down into Varabiovigori metro station itself. And one of the features of the metro here in Moscow is the stations are very deep. They're not actually the deepest in the world. First of all, go to St. Petersburg on the metro and they're a lot deeper. And the deepest station
I see the escalators all the way down.
Of all time is actually in Kiev, Arsenalная. But it takes a little while to get down if you're not walking.
6 feet down.
So into the depths we go. Now, in the past, one of the difficulties for foreigners travelling on the Moscow Metro was the fact that the signs were in Cyrillic only. Now, as a result of recent events such as the Sochi Winter Olympics in 2014 and the Football World Cup here in the summer of 2018, the signs are now in English to make your life easier.
English? Oh, yeah, I see.
Right, we're on the interchange between the Circle Line and the Grey Line. One of the confusing aspects of the Moscow Metro is the fact that sometimes on the Circle Line and the interchange, the stations have the same name, sometimes they don't. This is one of the examples of the ones that doesn't. Varabiovigori is here on the Circle Line. If you want to move on to the interchange of the Grey Line, it's called Kievskaya. Now, we're going to go one stop on the Circle Line to Prospect Mira Station, where they're both the same name. Off we go. Now here we are at Prospect Mira Station. This is on the Circle Line and the interchange with the Orange Line. Now, Mir actually has 2 meanings in Russian. It means world and it means peace. So it could be World Prospect, it could be Peace Prospect. I'll let you make up your own mind which one it is. I'll take either. Right, well, we're on the Circle Line at the moment. Now, legend has it that when the Moscow Metro was being planned, they didn't actually have any idea that they were going to build a Circle Line. But when Stalin was inspecting the plans, he apparently put a coffee cup down on the instructions and, oops, a brown circle appeared. Now, this could be an urban myth, but
is that a true theory? But I like it. It sounds cool, though.
It might also explain why the Circle Line is brown. Well, you never have to wait long for a train on the metro. Literally, they come within about a minute and a half. So now we're leaving Prospect Mira and we're jumping one stop on the Circle Line to Komsomolska, which is my favorite. Now, when the Moscow Metro first opened back in 1935, it was actually named after the guy whose original idea it was to get it started, Lazar Kaganovich. That lasted about 20 years, and then it was decided that that wasn't catchy enough, so they changed it to the Lenin Metro. This guy gets everywhere. Okay, now we're changing from one part of the station to the other. Little walk. Now, another confusing aspect of the Moscow Metro, just to keep you on your toes, is that many of the stations have changed their names over the years to reflect the difference between the new era and what was in the past, communism. Some of them, however, have kept the original names, like this one here, one of my favorites, Komsomolska. Now, the Komsomol was the acronym for the Young Communist League. Now, you'd sort of think that's a bit in the past, but given the beauty of this station, it was decided to keep it the way it is. So let's go and have another look.
Yeah, see the work of art and everything. The chandelier, everything's just beautiful.
We're on the red line down, heading now to one of the stations where there's actually open air over the Moscow River on a bridge. So about 8 stops to go, but stay with us. Here we are, probably the strangest metro station in Moscow. It's the only one where the station itself is on a bridge over the Moscow River. It's called Varabiovigori, which translates as Sparrow's Hill. And it was actually closed between 1983 and 2002. So it's been reopened for almost 20 years. And look at the view.
Yeah, I like the views.
Now, another good reason for coming to Varabiovigori, Sparrow's Hill Station, is that in addition to the fantastic view across the river, you also get a glimpse at the Luzhniki Stadium, the national stadium of the Russian team, which was built in time for the Moscow Olympics in 1980 and hosted not only the opening, but the finals of the World Cup.
What's the capacity?
And I'm pleased to say I was there for England's semi-final against Croatia, where we came second. This is Krapotkinsker on the red line. Now, this was one of the original 13 stations built back in 1935 along the 11-kilometer stretch. It might not be one of the more beautiful stations, it's quite impressive, but for me it holds memories because when I came to Moscow as a student back in 1993, September, this was where I lived, just around the corner, so I came here every day.
He's been in Moscow longer than I've been born. 1993.
This is Park Kulturi station, or Park of Culture, and it's one of the few stations where the interchange between the circle line and the red line actually takes place overground rather than underground. And even more importantly, it's actually the station where you get out to go and visit Gorky Park. First time I ever used the metro back in 1991, that was on my first visit here in February. It cost 5 kopecks a ride, which I don't know how much that was, but it wasn't much. But it was a pretty grey affair. Now you can even get souvenirs. Look at that range. And there's even information if you get lost.
My name is Helen.
Your name is Helen, Yelena, okay.
Yes. I am...
Do you speak English?
yes,
Excellent.
Just a little bit. So it's my working place at Moscow Metro. These are our souvenirs. You can get there pens, pencils, troika cards, many designs.
I'm going to have to buy something here just because Elena's been so wonderful. Okay.
Thank you.
I think what I need definitely one of these metro badges. Okay. How much do they cost?
They cost 220 rubles.
220?
$2.
Okay. I think I can afford that. Such a choice. This is unbelievable.
You can buy the whole
Unthinkable
shelf.
just a few years ago. There we go. Pay by card. That's very kind. Thank you very much, Elena. Have a nice day. Take care. This is Kievskaya, which, as the name suggests, is named after the Ukrainian city Kiev. And funnily enough, the trains leave from the station above to Kiev. You can see on the wall there's a plaque commemorating the eternal friendship between the Russian and Ukrainian nations. And the station name Vokzal in Russian, station, actually comes from the English word Vauxhall. Bet you didn't know that.
Nope. But the sound similar.
Right, one of the beauties of this line, the light blue one, or the Kievskaya line, is the fact that it actually goes over ground for parts of the journey. It goes over a bridge, and just as
How many train lines? Seems there's a lot, maybe like over 5. We only have 3 in Vancouver. Yeah, we only have 3 in Vancouver.
you reach Kievskaya railway
Russia has
station,
about
you will
5.
see the White House. Now, can you believe it? Not only Washington, D.C. has a White House, Moscow's got one too. It's coming into focus now. There it is. What a beautiful view over the river.
What
This is
happens at the White
Karbatskaya
House?
station, one of the longest stations on the Moscow Metro. Now, many people are not actually aware of why it's called Metro. Well, the Moscow Metro is actually called the Moscow Metropolitan, which comes from the first ever line in London, the oldest one, the Metropolitan line. So there you have it.
A lot of back pieces.
This station is called Ploshchad Revolution,
Yeah, people rub the nose of the dog every time.
or Revolution Square. Now, this is one of the quirkier stations on the Moscow Metro. As you'll see, there's quite a lot of statues here. Now, this particular one with the dog, you'll notice, has had its nose rubbed on numerous occasions, so it's turned gold. It's rumored to be good luck if you give it a rub, so join in the fun. As well as having some amazing statues, this station, Ploshchad Revolution, is right under the Kremlin. Now, it's well known that Stalin had 2
Under the
bunkers
Kremlin.
built deep underground in case of evacuation, but it's also rumored that there was a second metro built called Metro 2 to evacuate important people out of the Kremlin to these bunkers. Now, no one's ever managed to verify the proof of the existence of Metro 2, so we'll leave it up to your imagination, but there's a good chance that it exists somewhere deep down.
Probably still functional.
This is Mayakovskaya on the dark green line. Now, these are some of the older trains on the Moscow Metro, so they're pretty noisy. Now, you might be wondering what facilities are there for the disabled here. Well, actually, this has been thought about and used for a while. Now, most interestingly, the announcements are made using a male voice if you're heading into town and a female voice if you're coming out of town. Ah, you may think, what about the circle line? If it's clockwise, it's a male voice. If it's anti-clockwise, it's a female voice.
Nice hints there.
Right, so we're now at Belarus Station, which funnily enough is the terminus for Belarus Station, which is for the trains to, you guessed it, Belarus. This brings us to the end of another exciting episode of Luke Jones The Other Way. Hope you've enjoyed it. Next time you visit Moscow, you'll use the underground or even the metro. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Not necessarily in that order. До свидания.
Alright, that's a good video. Let's give him a like and comment, you know. Tell him it was great. Encourage him. Alright, let me know what you guys think of that one. Yeah, I think he mentioned about 4 or 5 metros or 6. I couldn't keep account, but Russia has a lot of metros, and it seems the transportation there was well thought of, so I wouldn't even buy a car. I would just use the metro, because instead of being stuck in the traffic when I'm in a big city, I'd rather just use the metro. And he said it's the most punctual metro in the world. I don't know how that was verified, but I'll just believe him. Let me know what you guys think of that video. If you want us to bring more like that to the channel, feel free to let me know in the comment section. This is the end of this video. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a very wonderful day. Peace.